Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nate here, and we're going to do something a little different today. Today, I actually got something in the mail that I'm really pumped about, so I'll do a little unboxing slash review, comparison, all that fun jazz. I hold in my hands a FedEx box, obviously, with a hockey jersey. Here we go. Let's rip this puppy open. Ooh. Nice. Here it is. This is jersey for my current favorite player on the Montreal Canadiens right now, Nick Suzuki. So here it is. This is the Adidas hockey jersey. Montreal Canadiens, of course. But there's the crest. And there's the nameplate. He wears number 14. It's not the first run, so unfortunately, it doesn't have the cool little button that is on the first run jerseys. I don't think. Which, yeah, it's not on here. Which is a bit of a bummer. I really like the detail, that particular detail. I didn't get the home Montreal jersey when they came out. Unfortunately. I had some issues with the home jersey. It's taken a little while to grow on me. Some of the details about the Adidas home jersey for the Habs specifically that still kind of bug me a little bit, but I've sort of gotten over my frustration and have come to love the jersey overall. So I think what I'll do is talk first about the things that I don't really like about the jersey, and then talk about the stuff that I love about the jersey. So the stuff that I don't like about the jersey, it's really all in the collar. So the main thing for me that bugs me about the jersey, and kind of the reason that I hesitated so much on getting the home jersey, is this collar style. To me, this sort of looks a bit like a priest's collar. I don't really like how the white comes down and just angles like that. I don't know, that looks a little weird to me. What I prefer, actually, is what some of the other NHL teams do is, I don't know if you can see, but there is a seam right there. And what some other NHL teams do is they actually end the white part, or whatever color is around the collar. They end it there, and then the rest down here is the jersey color or whatever. So what I would prefer to see is for the Habs to end the white part of the collar at this seam, and then from here to the seam right there, from here down, it's all red, so that the white just kind of comes to that point. I think that would look a lot better. So another thing that I'm not really a fan of on this jersey, and quite frankly on all of the Adidas NHL jerseys, is the lace detailing. In general, though, when it comes to hockey jerseys, I like lacing on jerseys, but there's something specific about the laces that I think makes them work well on some jerseys and not so well on others. So the reason that it doesn't really work well on this jersey, and on any of the Adidas jerseys, is that lacing like this, particularly this style of lacing where they kind of hang loose, is more of a traditional jersey element, and the Adidas jerseys have a much more modern, sleek design. And then I think the kicker really for me is the fact that it's a crew neck, and functionally laces don't really belong on crew necks. For comparison's sake, let's look at the Reebok jersey. So on the Reebok jersey, you'll see that this is much more of a V-neck with a flap to house the NHL shield, but it is really the V-neck here, so it all kind of points down, and then the laces, they give you the impression that they should be there, even though they're not, because this is kind of all sewn together or stitched together. These laces feel like they belong, right? Because it's a V-neck, there's an opening, put laces on the opening. Whereas this is a crew neck, and these laces don't really close any opening because it's a crew neck. This is not a flap to house the NHL shield. This is actually the front of the collar. I go a little back and forth on the collar style. Like I do really like the blue accent around the collar. I think it gives it a kind of a modern NHL look. Whereas without it, it has a more classic kind of jersey look. I'm not sure which one I like more. I think on the Adidas, the blue accent really works because it's a more modern jersey. I feel like the Adidas collar kind of needs that accent, whereas the Reebok collar, it can use it, but it looks great without it as well. So as far as stuff that I don't like about the jersey, that's probably about it. So I was mentioning before that because this isn't a first run of the Adidas jersey, it doesn't have the button. So I wanted to show you what the button looked like. This here is it's a little dirty because I haven't washed it yet after the last game that I went to watch and spilled some. I think I spilled some beer on it, but hopefully that doesn't show up. So on the first run of an Adidas jersey, there is a cool little button at the bottom there that I love this detail. I don't know why. I think it adds a little something to it. But anyway, that's just me. Oh, here's an example of what I think is kind of the best look for the Habs jersey. It's this collar style. So you see how the color that goes around the collar, this blue, it stops at this seam up here, and then the rest is the jersey color. I think that is the way that the Habs should have done their home jersey. That's kind of my main critique. This jersey is the Centennial Classic game that they played. It was on the 100th anniversary of the NHL. The Habs played a game against Ottawa, and this was the jersey that they wore for that game. It's one of my favorite jerseys. I love the detail here. I love the silver. I love all of the years that they won the Stanley Cup being printed there or embossed there on the sleeve, on both sleeves actually, because they won 24 Stanley Cups. So there are 12 years on each sleeve. Love that look. Anyway, going back to this jersey, the stuff that I love about this jersey. I love the overall kind of aesthetic of the Adidas jersey. Granted, it's the Habs. There's not a lot of room for maneuvering or changing up the look of the overall jersey. It's an iconic look. They are the first team, and for many decades, they were the only team to have that stripe across the middle. And really, like any other team that does that puts the stripe across the middle of the jersey, they're always getting comparisons to the Habs. Another thing that I love is the NHL logo, the way that it's now this sort of plasticky kind of material, but it's very reflective, and I think that looks really sleek. I love that look. So for comparison's sake, here is an example of the Reebok Authentic. So it's more of a felt kind of material. It does have a sort of reflectiveness or sort of sheen to it, which I think looks really great. But the Adidas was definitely an improvement. And then here is a replica. So there you'll see, instead of the felt kind of almost reflective material, now you've got this sort of just fabric stitched on logo, which, I mean, it looks fine, but for comparison, here they are side by side, and you can kind of see how much cooler, I guess, the Authentic looks. But then to compare the two Authentics, the Reebok and the Adidas. So yeah. In 2015, when the Habs redesigned their collar, they also went with the French LNH logo instead of the English NHL logo for their home jerseys only. On their away jerseys, they stick to NHL, but on their home jerseys, they put the LNH logo there. The other thing is it's a Nick Suzuki jersey, and it just I don't know, it fills me with so much pride to see a Japanese name on the back of a hockey jersey, let alone on the jersey of my favorite hockey team. Another detail that I love about all of the Habs jerseys, whether home, away, or limited edition, or like special event or whatever, on the Adidas jerseys, is on the inside of the collar is the organization motto, Nos bras meurtris vous tendent le flambeau, which means to you from failing hands we throw the torch, which is from the poem In Flanders Fields, which was written the year before the Habs won their very first Stanley Cup. So the poem was written in 1915. The Habs won the cup in 1916, the very first Stanley Cup that the Habs won. So yeah, there you go. So let's go ahead and give it a quick little try on, see how it fits. I like it. It's definitely more slim than the Reebok style jersey, which I kind of already knew because of the fact that I have a couple of Adidas jerseys. I've got I've got an away Habs away jersey, which I don't really wear much anymore because it's a Jonathan Drouin jersey, and then I've got the one that I just showed you, the Centennial game jersey. So I knew it's got a more slim kind of fit to it than the Reebok jerseys. I guess the lace is definitely going to be a nuisance. I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll try to iron this down or something to fix, so it doesn't like keep. I mean, it's like it's doing a weird thing there. That's annoying. But anyway. Oh, and there was one more thing that I wanted to mention. I really like this kind of perforation along the shoulders. I think it looks really cool. Again, adds to the kind of really modern, sleek design. But yeah. So anyway, this has been my Adidas Habs home jersey review, unboxing, comparison, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in some other kind of content like video games and tech and whatnot, I actually have another channel called Mostly Easy Mode where I do that kind of thing, and I'll post the link in the description below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, maybe I'll see you next time I post a video on this channel, whenever that might be. All right, thanks for watching. Go Habs go. Peace.